logic. One spark plug goes bad, you don't throw away the whole car.
Come on, it's these anatomy words. I can't remember them. Ventry, ventra, ventry.
That's ventricle.
See, he knows it. He knows it.
Wow, man, that was a clip from my childhood, man. Man, get that round of applause, man. This is a show we used to rush home and watch every single week. Goes by the name of Happy Days. Really?
Tuesday, Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days. The weekend comes, my cycle hums. Ready to race
fade it down, man. And this has just been, you know, when you're a youth and you start collecting like a limited series, you know, toy or something, you want to make sure you get all the right toys lined up so you can have the best collection. I've been literally trying to interview as many people as I can from this series. So far, we've had Ron Howard here, right? Big round of applause. He came up. We had.
He was outside. Yep.
We've had Marion Ross came up here as well. Scott Bell came up here as well. Henry Winkler came up here as well.
Yes.
And now, man, we got the one and only Warren Potsy Weber. No. Anson Williams is here. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Absolutely. I know. I'm sure you might get. It's, you know, if an artist makes a hit record and people expect them to play that hit every time they hit the stage, I'm sure eventually an artist is going to get tired of performing that song.
Right.
But do you ever, as an actor, get tired of folks making reference to Happy Days and this one character you played for so many years?
Not at all, because it was more than a show for us.
Yeah.
And if you notice, you mentioned Ron Howard, Henry Winkler. Everybody has gone on to do so many other things, including I had the lucky opportunity of doing other things. So Happy Days, yeah, there was the show.
Yeah.
But then there was Garry Marshall who said, guys, you got to wear a lot of hats.
Uh-huh.
You know, acting might not be your entire career, especially you, Anson.
He said that.
Yeah, but so actually, and I kind of knew I knew I wouldn't be acting forever. So he gave me the opportunity on Happy Days to learn directing. I shadowed Polanski when he was doing Chinatown on the back lot. I'd be with John Schlesinger when he was doing Day of the Locust. I watched all the Grease numbers. I mean, I had such an education from so many other areas of the business because Garry gave that opportunity.
Yeah.
So so no, I never get tired of it
because
no, it's such a foundation for so much more.
We had Garry Marshall here too.
Oh,
just
bless
before
him.
he passed away.
Bless him.
Man, what an amazing person.
Oh yeah, we lost the great one.
We lost the great.
But he lives through everybody else.
Absolutely.
I mean, we try, like, even, you know, I've been directing since '85, and I try to do what he did for us with other young people on the set. Try to convince them to take up the opportunity, being on the set. Stop worrying about your wallpaper or your dressing room. Worry more about content. Worry more about learning. Educate yourself on this business so you can last.
Wow, that's when you're hearing this game right now, ladies and gentlemen. Anson Williams. And I'm not going to harbor because you didn't come here to talk about Happy Days, and we're going to get into what brought you here today. And this will probably be my last Happy Days question. Henry Winkler came, probably not. Henry Winkler came by, who played Arthur Fonzarelli, and we talked to him about what was cool to him at that time, and then the possibility of a Happy Days remake.
With new actors, with new people, so that could be very cool. And I would not begrudge that at all. I just know that sometimes you just leave your past behind. You can't go home again.
Okay.
So it would be with somebody else. But I have defined cool after all of this time for myself. Cool is being authentic. When you are yourself, that is cool. There is nothing cooler than that. Not clothing, not anything. The car. It is who you are, is atomic.
Yeah, man. Henry Winkler, man. Are y'all still cool? Everybody still friends?
We're still friends. It's been over 40 years.
Yeah.
And we're still friends. In fact, Marion Ross is here today.
Marion Ross is here today?
She's here today. And we just happen to be in New York together. So, yeah.
At the same time?
Yes, right now. She's right next door, right now.
She didn't say, hey, I'm going to be in New York, Anson. You want to join me?
Y'all
don't to communicate?
No, you're making me upset.
You think she should have? All right.
So do you want me to answer the question about remaking Happy Days?
Yeah.
I disagree because there was an it factor. No, not because it wasn't a well-written show. And it was beautifully directed, beautifully well written, but there was an it factor to the show, and that was the chemistry of this particular cast. Something you just can't write. It's just an organic, natural combination of personalities that hardly ever happens.
Yeah.
And that catapulted us just beyond the page. And cultures from around the world connected to these characters that knew nothing about the 50s, but they related to us for some reason. So I don't know if it's possible. Yes, they could recreate the show. They could recreate the premise. I don't know if the magic could happen again.
The magic could ever happen again. Okay.
Do you think that transcends, like, because we're seeing a trend of a lot of TV shows being brought back, but with the original cast?
Right.
So do you think even if you do bring back the original players involved, it's still a time period thing where it's like it worked then, but now it's sort of like you're forcing it?
I think the cast would work pretty much with a different premise. I just think the chemistry was so strong that it would work in a lot of areas.
You know, I realized too, back then you guys were, I don't know how old you were at that time. I'm assuming everybody was teenagers.
About 12.
About 12, okay. But then Aaron Moran and
Aaron Moran,
sorry, and Scott Bell were younger.
Yes.
Did what kind of, we didn't, you know, when we look at like pop stars today, childhood stars who came up, who grew up on TV and grew up in the movies, we see them face a lot of adversity. It seems like they make a lot of bad choices.
Right.
I'm not sure what Aaron and Scott went through at that time, and I know she ultimately went through a lot of hardship.
Yes, she did.
Before she passed. Were you in communication with her at that time at all?
I was.
Yeah.
And the press got it wrong.
Okay.
They really did. They kind of took an choir state of mind direction, and it was wrong. Yes, she had a. I don't, like Henry said. You know, being you is cool.
Yeah.
But becoming you means a good foundation. It means good parenting. There's a lot of things in place to like make you complete. And she had a horrific upbringing.
Okay.
I won't get into the details.
Yeah.
But really a bad break. And so she made a lot of desperate decisions in her life. However, she met a wonderful guy named Steve that she married later on. She got her life together. There was no more drinking. There was no more. She got her life together. Steve got his life together. They were really on their way up. That they discovered she had cancer.
Okay.
And by that point, it was too late. And that's what took her life.
Yeah.
It was cancer, not drugs, not alcohol, not being lost in oblivion in some Midwest town. They were fine.
Yeah.
She just got sick.
Well, thank you for giving us that insight, Anson Williams, because we didn't know. I've never even heard that part of the story.
And the truth is, Steve's a wonderful man. Aaron was resting in their bedroom watching TV and Steve went to get some supplies at the grocery market, came back, and Aaron was sleeping.
Yeah.
And so he laid next to her, held her hand, and when he woke up, she passed. She was gone. It was that simple, that quiet.
But peaceful.
Very peaceful.
Peaceful in a sense, right?
Yeah, just gone in her sleep.
If you're ever going to go.
Shit.
You will go one day. We all go one day.
Yeah.
Why not in your sleep watching Happy Days?
And
see what or a rerun of your favorite show or something.
But those are the facts.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
All right, Anson Williams, thank you, man. I want to talk about why you're here today, and we're going to talk about drowsy drivers.
Oh yeah.
And how did you get involved with this initiative? And I'm going to open up the phone lines, man. If you want to speak with Anson Williams, we know him as Potsy, but he did a whole lot more work since then. 888-742-3345. Give us a call.
We about to check this one, like.
Anson Williams, we're talking with him right now. There's new laws to protect the public from drowsy drivers designed to save thousands. Anson Williams is carrying on a tradition to get the word out about drowsy driving, which is different from a DUI. And I didn't realize how big of an issue drowsy driving is. Break down, what is drowsy driving?
Drowsy driving, it's falling asleep at the wheel, or it's micro sleep where your eyes are open but you're asleep. And I got involved years ago. I was directing a show, 20 years ago. Slap Maxwell with Dabney Coleman.
Okay.
And it was a really hard day of filming. We're out in the local desert outside of L.A., hot. And driving home, I blacked out.
Wow.
I woke up bouncing around the desert. I'm so lucky I didn't kill myself. And, it scares the heck out of you.
Yeah.
And he's my second cousin, but I've called him uncle since I was born, as Dr. Heimlich, who created the Heimlich maneuver.
Oh, that's your uncle?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, y'all
Yes.
must be rich. No, just kidding.
No, he didn't make a dime off that.
He didn't? Oh, okay.
And
Poor guy.
yes,
That'll be $10.
Excuse me. Look, I'm choking. Can I buy a maneuver?
Can I license that? No,
Yeah.
okay.
Wait a minute. There's $10. Okay, hang on. Hold your breath. But we actually got it on national television for the first time together on the Merv Griffin Show in
Wow.
74, 75, right in there. So we've been close for years. So when I talked to Hank about what happened to me, he's an expert in sensory connection of the body, how the body helps the body. And he told me to bite into lemons when you have them with you. And he explained how the citric acid with the sour lemon hits the lingual nerve right on top of your tongue.
Yeah.
And the automatic reflex reaction of the body is adrenaline. Boop, you're up. Your body waking the body, nothing in your system instantly. So I did that for years. No problem ever again. And then I got into the product business through the years. And we must have created at least 50 products in the last 20 years. We were on QVC for a decade. I mean, all sorts of problem-solving products. And when I saw the catastrophic problem of drowsy driving, and listen to this, folks. I mean, this you won't. There are more deaths and accidents and tragedies than drunk driving and medicated driving combined.
Whoa.
Combined. It's up there with guns. In 2012, they did the National Sleep Foundation did a detailed study. They found 168 million drowsy drivers a year.
168
million, almost half the population. And 1 out of 5 admitted to falling asleep. Over 1 out of 5 accidents. Families being torn apart. Kids not coming home. Fathers. Crazy numbers. And I called up Hank. I said, I have this idea. I said, what if we take the right amount of citric acid, and what if we took the right amount of sour lemon water and put it in a spray drop?
Yeah.
I'll show you what it looks like.
Oh, y'all did this. Heather, while he was mentioning it, you went to chime.
So, Anson, what is it? Because, when you're drunk, because you can kind of
Right.
feel that. And so you will hesitate before you get behind the wheel. But this drowsy driving, is it like your mind telling you, okay, I'm awake, here's my car, here's my keys, I can make it home, but just physically?
It's very obvious. You're just really tired and exhausted. And when you can't, remember how about driving and you don't remember how you got to the exit? Right?
Yeah.
You're awake.
Wow.
Yeah, I've done
But
that.
that's microsleep.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
I got it.
microsleep.
Thank you.
you
All
know?
right, I get it now.
You
Yeah.
ever stop at a stoplight and then you pop open your eyes and realize you've been there longer than you thought you were?
Right.
Yes.
Because you fell asleep?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
exactly what it
happened
is.
to me. That's happened to me. What is this bottle
So this here, so what we did was, with the help of Dr. Heimlich, we created alert drops. And what it is, it's 60% citric acid, it's sour lemon, water, little preservative. And when you start feeling drowsy, you just go
Put that in your mouth.
on the top of your tongue.
Damn.
And,
Was that reaction real?
and
Your facial reaction?
Try it, Callaway.
right just in the middle of your
I'm
tongue.
going to do this for the team, y'all.
Little tongue.
Oh. Up and at 'em?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all should try it. Try it.
I want to try it. But also, so how long
Oh,
does
my
that...
gosh.
So-
That's a waker-upper.
Yeah. And nothing is now.
Yeah.
There's nothing in your system.
alcohol,
nothing to
no
hurt you.
nothing.
No
Yeah.
caffeine. No stimulants. It's a lemon.
chemicals.
It's a superpowered lemon.
Get a close-up on Tracy's reaction before you ask the question. And then
And
You want me to ask after?
afterwards.
middle of the tongue.
Yeah,
Just
go
middle
ahead.
of the
Get that.
tongue.
You get that.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
where can you buy this?
So
thing?
you go if people
kinda like
right
it,
and
though.
right now what's happening, and I want to
Like
thank
a
you
war
here.
kid.
Right now we're saving a life today.
Yeah.
We are saving a life today.
Thank you.
Because someone's going to listen to this, and thank you for this platform. And they're going to go to alertdrops.com. It's alertdrops.com. Read all about it. Read the science. Read the story. Read the natural, about the natural product, and save a life. Prevent unnecessary tragedies. And this is Dr. Heimlich. It's such a simple cure. Very old science.
Yeah.
MIT had done studies on it years ago. It's very old science. We just made it civilized.
Alert
Drops.
Drops.com.
I'm about to go to the site right now.
Yeah, go to the
Check it
site,
out.
Heather.
No, I'm gonna get some definitely from my mom because she works overnights at a hospital. She's a nurse, so many a time she would pull over and just nap for like an hour before she would drive home. But my question is, so how long does the effect of these drops last?
It changes. It depends on your own system.
Okay.
But we find an average of 30 minutes for a hit.
30.
And then if you need it again, do it again.
Yeah.
There's nothing there to hurt you. It's just your body waking the body. It's just like going to the doctor and they have the rubber mallet.
Yeah.
And they do your reflexes. It's the same thing. It's a reflex reaction of the body. And it's Dr. Heimlich's brilliance.
I'm going to use that in the morning.
So, Anson, do you just like leave it? How do you find that it works best? Do you just leave it in your car rather than try to carry it in your pocket or something?
Well, it's like any liquid. You want to make sure it's not freezing temperatures in your car. So you want to, you want to keep it at normal temperatures. So just keep it in your purse, in your pocket.
Okay.
And it's fine.
I love it. I want it.
Will it help students who want to cram?
100. My kids might use it in high school before their tests. In class, anybody that needs to be alert for their jobs, whether it's machine operating or a lot of the entertainment business, it's an instant wake-up call to be alert and clear.
Colin is on the line. We got Anson Williams on the show with us. We know him as Potsy, but he's done so much more. Go to alertdrops.com. You'll figure this out. Colin, what's your question? You in L.A.?
Yeah, what's up, Sway?
Go ahead, bro.
So first off, I just want to say what's up to crew.
Yo,
what's
up?
Colin?
Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, everybody, it's Colin, man.
Hi, Colin.
Colin, I need you to get to it, though. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, Anson, thank you, first and foremost, because I can tell you you're saving my life, man. I've crashed 4 times from falling asleep.
Oh, my gosh.
It's been a serious thing my entire life, and I get petrified driving long distances now because even driving home from work for 30 minutes when the sun's going down, I get drowsy. So I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, thank you for what you've done. I'm going to look up the website right now and buy that stuff and sway in the morning. Love you guys.
Love you too, Colin.
That's great. That's great. Thank you.
You just saved a life. AlertDrops.com. What's up, Heather?
Anson, I'm having trouble. So can you buy it right from here?
Yeah, you can buy it there or Amazon.
Okay.
Right on the phone. You can either buy it at alertdrops.com or Amazon.com.
Okay.
How much are these?
There's over 80 sprays. I believe it's $9.99
Oh, that's not
for
bad.
one. But if you get like 12 packs, it's under $5 each.
I'm about to order this right now.
And it lasts a month.
And they last a month.
Yeah, it's over 80 sprays.
Yo, give me some, Heather.
Just real quick.
You still owe me for luggage.
You still owe me $1.
Anson, he doesn't pay. He doesn't pay back.
That's not true,
This guy.
I don't want you to get that
Let
stick.
me see your eyes.
That's fake news. All right, go ahead.
Just real quick, if somebody's traveling long distance, like a road trip, and they want to try to get somewhere faster by driving longer without taking a break, is there a limit when you should really just stop, pull over, and sleep?
Absolutely. I mean, you don't want to take something and force yourself.
Yeah.
No, this is you're in a problematic situation. It'll get you home or it'll get you off the road without crashing. That's what it's for.
Okay.
It's not to sit there and force yourself awake for 10 hours.
Right.
No, your body still needs rest.
Yeah.
But this is a fail safe to get you home.
Love it.
And real quick, Sway Citizens, I'm on the site right now. I got it, and you could even do a 3-pack as well. Like, this is really cool. $19.99.
We love it.
Get the 3-pack.
We got a 3-pack, Sway.
Cole is in North.
And free shipping.
Ooh, that's the
That's a good
hookup.
point. Cole is a truck driver. He's in North Carolina. What up, Cole?
Cole.
Hey, what's up, Sway?
What's up? It's Cole. Yo, give it up.
Cole.
What's up, Cole?
Hey,
Cole Brown.
Nah, I mean.
Tracy G, Heather B.
Hey.
Man, nah, like, even when you get your rest, like, I'll wake up in the morning and
you need alert drop.
like 8 hours of rest, but still, I need something when the sun comes up.
That's interesting. He's
Yeah,
saying
that is
even
interesting.
after resting, he still needs something to keep him alert.
That's what I'm gonna use that for.
You got diabetes.
Yeah, well, it's a you truck drive. It's like a merry-go-round of exhaustion.
Yeah,
because you don't ever get quite enough sleep, and it kind of builds up. Yeah, so you need a little help.
Yo, go to the site, Cole. Get you some. Larry, are you a driver?
Yes, I am.
You got a good idea for Anson? What is it?
Man, you need to put that in truck stops across the nation.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Fail out.
Well, then put the word out, because the way commerce works, when you get to mass market, They don't really care if they're saving lives or not. They just care about shelf space.
Good point.
So you need to get to a point where it's such a need. They have to put it in.
Yeah.
And then you'll get the right placement for it and all that because, it's a whole political game.
Yeah,
but we're out there now. We're out there now starting to push to the truck stops. So put the word in.
Yeah, we have a huge road warrior citizenship out here, Anson.
Yes.
So every road warrior, stop at your local truck stop and just say, yo, I need alert drop. Just ask for it and they'll have to get it in.
Yes, that's it. That's it.
Anson Williams, thank you, man. I want to thank you for coming in
Oh,
this morning,
thank you.
man. This was a great time, man, having you here. Come back anytime when you're in New York, man. I'd love to talk more about your art form as well as this initiative, man.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
man.
You guys are great. Thank you.
Thank
what
you,
a
man.
great time. Thank you.
Oh, man, I can't believe that you said that, man. Thank you, man. Anson Williams, ladies and gentlemen.